Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. It's probably been a while, so hey, y'all, hey. Couple of things. So this video today is going to be talking about support systems and what it kind of means to have a support system and how your support system can be very beneficial to your business, to your career, to your lifestyle choices, to your decision making, and so forth. So this is not just going to be necessarily a Scentsy related kind of like deal, but it's just going to be mainly like life related, and how having a support system can assist you just better moving forward. So let's all take a minute and think about what it is to have a support system. Who can you have as your support system, and so forth. Your support system can be anybody that you trust, near and dear to you, that shows support and gives you, when you're doing something bad, you're doing something bad. When you're doing something good, you're doing something good. Not necessarily like chastisement, but somebody that is in agreement in what you are doing. And a lot of times those are the people that will be your support system. For me, I have a array of a support system, but my direct support system, as everybody knows, is Tiff. She helps me run my business. She supports my ideas. She tells me when I'm wrong. She tells me when I'm right. She tells me when I shouldn't be doing something in my business and when I should. So that's the kind of support that you want. You don't want somebody that's just gonna be in your corner when things are good, because in life, things are gonna be good, things are gonna be bad, things are gonna be ugly, things are gonna be indifferent, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And you want somebody that's gonna be there for all of that, not just the go little rock star moment. You're not gonna want that. Trust me. Now, to have that kind of support system, like I used to work full-time. I used to be a full-time student. Like, it was a decision that I made after I had a conversation with my family to go back to school. Did not finish, but I'm going back. But we'll talk about that in another video. And the reason why I had that conversation was mainly because my daughter was still in school. I was still working. Tiff was still working. So I wanted to make sure I had time for family, work, school, stuff like that. So I had a lot to juggle on my plate. And they were my biggest support, like, going through it, because from that time to when I started school to when I was last in school was a little over 11 plus years. So I needed support. I just remembered how to do something. I needed support in that particular area to make sure I was able to do what I needed to do. Especially now when it comes to my business and just day-to-day life ideas that I have. Because if y'all don't know me, my mind runs a bajillion miles a minute. And I always got an idea going on. So I need someone to tell me, like, it's not the best idea. But the purpose of a support system is solely and strictly to have your back, let you know, yeah, that's a good idea, you should try that. And your support system is not gonna always agree with you. So let's kind of dial it back, and let's just talk Scentsy support systems for just a moment. When you have your Scentsy business, you have a couple of support people in place. One of those people in place is your sponsor. If you don't know who your sponsor is and you just signed up under some random person, that's perfectly fine. A lot of people think that that person is supposed to reach out to them, because to be totally honest, they are. But that person that they don't really know might not have seen the email that they got someone under them, so they might have went ignored for a little bit. Reach out to that person. You will get your sponsor's information. Your sponsor's information will pop up on your workstation. So you will definitely be able to reach out to that person and say, hey, I'm new. I'm on your team. I would love to have a conversation with you. I would love to meet you, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. So now that's your direct. So it's you, then it's going to be your sponsor. Then it's going to be your sponsor's upline, which will be like your superstar director. You can reach out to them as well. And you can say, hey, I'm new. This is my sponsor. Haven't had a chance to speak to this person. Is there any way I can talk to you? They might direct you to your sponsor. Again, you just let them know, like, hey, if you're having a hard time getting in contact with them, you let them know, hey, unfortunately, I can't reach them. Can you reach them? Maybe you can point them in my direction. Then there are groups. Scentsy groups are like fluctuating all over. Excuse me. Are fluctuating all over Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that. So you will definitely find a support system. Then now let's think family members, right? Because we all want our family to support us, right? That's not all the time gonna happen. truth be told, very black and white. Your family is not always going to support you. Now, support, let's be very crystal clear here. Support comes in a bajillion different ways. Support doesn't necessarily have to be them buying from you. Support doesn't necessarily have to be them, what is it called? Doing the things like if you're selling something or hosting a party or something like that, that's not necessarily support. The easiest support that I will tell anybody to give to me is share my post, share my business, share my link. That's it. I can take the rest from there. Share the experience you've had with me. Share the experience if it's good, bad, ugly, and different. I need to know those things. The world needs to know those things. So share those things. Those things are important, right? So when you share those kind of things, that's the best kind of support. Refer me to somebody. Referrals are very important. That's the kind of support that you would expect from your family. That's the kind of support that I expect, basically, I should say. And that's the kind of support I get. Now, do I get my family to buy from me? Yes, absolutely. Everybody? Absolutely not. Some people, yes. And if y'all know me, y'all know I got a really big family. But I also have a really big customer base. So that kind of brings it back to a different area of it's okay if they don't support me. You know what I mean? Not everyone is going to support me. People are going to say, oh, well, I can get what you got from here for a whole lot cheaper. Then I tell them, congratulations, go right ahead. I'm 100% okay with that. And then we move forward. But here's why a support system is good. Like, if y'all know me, y'all know I got a bajillion things that's going on at the same time. But I have people to support every area of my ideas. And it's not always the same people, but it sometimes is. But it's good because it keeps me balanced. It keeps me on my toes. It keeps me reminded of what I needed to do. It keeps me reminded of the things I said that I was supposed to do. It keeps me reminded of all of those things that I know that I said that I was going to do to move forward, to be beneficial, to be this, that, and the third, right? So that's the importance of a support system. Support system is supposed to be this, like, hey, stop it, that's dumb. Or, yes, no, do it again. You know who my best supporters are? My customers. My customers are my best supporters for a bajillion reasons. They get the word out there. They let it be known that I got this sale going on. They let it be known to shop with me. They let it be known to say, hey, if you need help, you call her. If you have a question, you call her. She's going to get right on top of it. And I will. It's not that they're not telling the truth. I will be on top of it. But without that kind of support system, I don't think my business would be where it is today. To be 100% honest, truth to God, I could not be where I am today without that support system. So a lot of times we find ourselves struggling. I struggle the most when I try to do things by myself. That's just general. That's just me. I struggle the most when I try to do things by myself. It does not ever work for me. And I'm realizing now that it's because I needed a support system in play so that I can be balanced. Like for me, I would juggle 87 things, and I know once that 88 thing fall down, everything's gonna come crashing down, and I'm not gonna know where to pick up the pieces and start over. But when you have that support system, you'll have somebody say, hey, no, we're gonna put 10 here, we're gonna put 10 here, we're gonna put 3 here, we're gonna put 2 here, but you're gonna start with this pile of 7 right here. You know what I mean? And then as you rebuild that support system back up, they'll kind of put you back into the area of where you needed to be and where you were going. At least that's how my support system works. Now, who can be your support system? Anyone can be your support system that you find that you can confide in. And when I say confide in, I mean just bounce ideas off of, someone that you can talk to. If you want to start a new business venture, you want to be able to talk to somebody that's not going to be like, oh, that's dumb. Because a lot of times you would call those people your haters. Find somebody that is going to let you know, well, I don't think that's going to work for you. But if this support person that you're putting in this place of a support person is always constantly tearing you down and this, that, and the third and making you feel bad, please delete that person from your life and move forward. Find you somebody else. Your biggest support system is going to be you, your pen, and your piece of paper. Your biggest support system is going to be you, your pen, and your piece of paper. Why? Because that is where your ideas start at first. So you write that down. You write it down 1,000,000 times until you start to believe that this is something that you can do. Then you start to tell one person. There are things that happen in my life that I only tell one person. There are ideas and things that I want to do that I will only tell one person. There are things that is going to happen that I'm not going to tell anybody, and I'm just going to shock the world when I do it. And that's just for sake of it being that I don't need any outside distractions. Support systems can also be distracting. In the sense of it being, you put all this faith and energy into your support system and you're not going anywhere. You're not doing anything. You feel like nothing is happening, and because it's not. Every time you go to the support system person and you're like, oh, I have this idea and I think that's great, they be like, ooh, scope. No, somebody does that. Have you ever seen a TikTok where they was like, oh, you want to do this? But somebody else is already doing it. But you're not doing it. You're not doing it. You're not doing it. There's always somebody that's doing something that you want to do, but you do it better. That's one of the ways that I stand out in my business. I give things away like these, pencils, pens, and these are things I give away. Most people will not give these things away. I give away scent circles. I give away full-size wax bars. I give away handwritten notes. I give away things that make it colorful, pop, and stuff like that. That's my signature. That's just what I do. And my support system knows that I am about it. My team knows that I'm about it. Everyone knows that I'm just about it. And that's just what I like to do, to be totally honest. But yeah, when you're thinking about stuff, if you don't know who to be your support system, call me. I'll be the best support system you have. Your support system is your accountability partner. Your support system is that person that's going to tell you yes, no, maybe so, try it and see what happens. Your support system be that person that say, let's hold hands, let's jump together. You want that kind of energy. You want your support system to be there for you no matter what. You want your support system to understand, like, hey, I know this idea is a little bit crazy, but I really want to try it. Your support system like, let's do it. Let's do it. Now, you're going to have some supporters that are just like, I don't know about that. Try it anyway. What's the worst that could happen? You go fail, or you can achieve that goal. You achieve that goal, you excel. You fail, you retweak it, you achieve that goal, you excel. Either way, the outcome is going to be up to you. Your support system is there to uplift you. Your support system is there to help you. Your support system is not there to do the job for you. Remember that. They're not there to do your job for you. They are there to help you achieve that goal. So if you want me to be a supporter, drop it in the comments below, and I got you. Peace.